In today's video, I'm taking you into one of the newest communities here in West Lubbock. And trust me, this isn't just your average basic new build construction community. This is going to be a community that feels different, the vibe is different, the builders are different, and the floor plans are going to be different. And they even have a feature that they're building in some of these floor plans that honestly is quite hard to find in a new construction neighborhood or in a new construction house under $450,000 to $500,000. One of the main selling features of this house is that it is literally a stone throws away to the brand new Frenship Memorial High School that they opened up last year. Their first graduating class will be in 2028. And so if you have high school kiddos or you want to be close in Frenship ISD, this is definitely the neighborhood that you're going to want to look into. Not to mention how convenient it is to Target and Sam's. I'm talking less than 5 minutes. It is right across Milwaukee from Target in the Canyon West Shopping Center, and you're minutes from the loop. I can't see the loop from where I'm at. You won't be able to see the actual loop, but you will actually be less than 5 minutes from the loop, which will take you into South Lubbock if you want to go into South Lubbock, or right off Milwaukee will take you South Milwaukee to get off all the new eateries and all the new retail that South Milwaukee has to offer. Hey, I'm Sam Riddle, a Lubbock local real estate agent here in the Lubbock area, and I help people just like you make their move to Lubbock, and I absolutely love it. So let's get in and take a look at this house. So as soon as you walk in and open the doors to this beautiful house, you have a stunning wide entryway. And I like to point out the fact of how wide this entryway is, because I think a lot of times when you see homes that have a longer entryway into the living room, into the kitchen, that they kind of get squished. You don't get as much light in. However, this one is very different. You have the double doors with the frosted glass behind me, that lets in light. And then the entryway itself is very wide and spacious. And so you're getting a really large look into the rest of the house, and it's not very closed off. So right off of the front door, you're going to have 2 bedrooms that will share a bathroom. Now the bedrooms themselves are just your standard size. You know, there's nothing crazy about the bedrooms. However, you will notice the walk-in closets. They're not gonna be, a sliding door here and there with a couple shelves. You will have a walk-in closet, and you will have the taller doors and the taller ceilings to make this room feel even larger than it actually is. This will be off of the side of the house, and then you'll come into this little hallway, and you'll have the other bedroom that's right off of the front of the house. Again, you'll have a still sizable closet. It's not going to be as large as that other one, but it's still sizable. You can still walk into it. And then you have the bathroom, the guest bath that they will be able to share, or for your guests to use if you want to. But there is a half bath in this house as well too. So technically your guests don't have to use this bathroom if you have kids that need to share this and don't always like to clean up after themselves. So behind here, you'll also notice the shelving here, and then the tiled, I always like to point this out, the tiled bath all the way up. And it's pretty spacious. There's storage, they thought about it. It's nothing crazy, but it is thoughtful. Now, another thoughtful design is going to be the entryway itself. You don't see a lot of entryways here in Lubbock that are going to have a unique design, a unique feature of the house that makes your house stand out. So if you like your house to stand out, if you don't want your basic builder grade home, and you want something that is a fun, unique feature that people will remember, I love it. Of course, if you hated black, that's just paint, it's cosmetic, it's easy, but it's really cool, it's a great feature. And then right off of this hallway is your guest bath. I love that you have the tiled wall right here. Just think it adds a little something to the guest bath other than just a toilet and a sink. So I'm I'm going to now take you to not the kitchen. We're gonna get to the kitchen in just a second, but we're gonna take you into the mudroom, laundry room, where you'll be actually entering the house from. This is the garage, 2-car garage, standard garage. This is your mudroom, laundry room area. You'll be walking in right off of the laundry room. And then right off of the laundry room too, off in this hallway, is an isolated bedroom with its own ensuite. And this is great if you have a mother-in-law that needs to live with you, your own mother needs to live with you, dad, or if you have a teenager that just wants their own space. You know, you can have it. I mean, this is literally a lot. I'd say this is like in between the first size closet and the second size closet. Can come in a little bit more, a little bit bigger. And then you have a full ensuite bathroom. Again, if you notice the tile on the bathtub, I love the big window here. I think it lets in a lot of light and just makes it feel, again, bigger than it actually is. So this is a great, great bedroom, great feature that I think a lot of people are looking for, to have their own private ensuite in their home. So coming into the kitchen, we have seen 3 bedrooms. We have seen 2.5 baths so far. We will be seeing another bedroom, which will be the primary suite along with the primary master suite as well. So I'll take you to that in just a second, but right now we're gonna talk about the kitchen. So the kitchen and the pantry. Love the size of this pantry. You have your built-ins here. You have your granite countertops. You have the storage to hide everything if you don't want your bigger appliances out and about. These countertops are deep. I love how deep the countertops are. And you have plugs as well, so if you wanted to put your coffee bar in here, you can, which I think is very thoughtful to add plugs. So then coming into the kitchen, I wanna take a second for this island, because this island is insanity. I'm obsessed with it. And if you're anything like me, the island becomes a dumping ground. It becomes the spot where people gather, people sit, homework is done, food is prepped. There's a lot that happens on a kitchen island. And the fact that this is so long and so honestly deep, and it has the storage, it overhangs to push in the bar stools, I think makes such a great feature for this kitchen. And then you come around and you'll notice all of the appliances here are going to be cafe appliances. I love this dishwasher. I don't ever see the cafe dishwasher like this in any new construction homes. You have the cafe 6-burner stove right here. And then you have the Advanium here with the cafe oven. So it's just sleek. I mean, you don't even really notice the appliances in this house, which I really like. I love the minimalistic feel of this kitchen. You can't tell where the appliances are. You definitely know they're there, but they don't stick out like a sore thumb. You know what I mean? Love it. Very, very chic, very modern, minimalistic. So right off of the kitchen, you'll have the living area. Again, let's talk about some windows, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows in the living room. That is so much light. That is so much light coming in here. You have from the floor to ceiling, fireplace with the mantle. You do have some vaulted ceilings in the living room as well too, making it feel bigger. Now let's get to the feature that I'm obsessed with. I don't know why builders aren't building a lot of these. I don't know why more builders aren't adding them into their houses, but it's the sliding glass door. Let's talk about some inside-outside living, shall we? Open the door, you have the screen door. It's blocking the dust, it's blocking the bugs, but you get that breeze, you get that Lubbock air coming in and just opening up your house. I just love it. And if you have kiddos or dogs, you know how convenient it is just to open and slide the door. I mean, It's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. And again, let's talk about the windows. Let's talk about all the natural light coming in through these windows right here. You have your designated dining space. And it just feels like it's meant to be there. The door isn't in the way. It's not opening and closing while somebody's sitting here eating. You can leave it open. You can hear the outside. You can still be a part of the conversation if you have a patio out here where people are eating and grilling. It's lovely. I love it. So next, let's go into the primary suite. But we can't forget about this huge built-in closet. I mean, we can do circles in here. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves, deep shelves, built-in shelves. What more could you want for miscellaneous linen, game, junk, closet, if you will? So we come into the primary suite. Let's talk about the windows in this room. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows just in this bedroom. It has the vaulted ceilings, it has the beam. There's a lot going on in here, and it feels cozy, it feels warm, and it feels bright all at the same time. I love some windows. I think that it just really brings in the space together, and you don't see a lot of windows all the time in these newer construction homes. You'll maybe see 1 or 2, but to have a full wall of windows and on the side of the house, which you don't see a lot, is a really, really big bonus feature that is just, again, like I say, you don't always find it. So if you like the light, we got it here in this house. And then we're gonna come into the primary bath. Again, you always need a window in your primary bath. I think it's very important to have a window in your primary bath, whether it's frosted or not. Let in some natural light. You need that natural light in here. And again, you have the double vanities. You have the tiled backsplash all the way up to the ceiling. I think that makes a very classy, timeless look here. And then you walk into this side of the bathroom and you have a black, glossy, walk-in, beautiful shower. It's so pretty in here. You have the light. Your neighbors aren't wondering what you're doing up there. I promise, they're not looking in. If you wanted to frost it, frost it. Again, 4 built-in shelves. And you have your walk-in closet. It's huge. If you wanted to add more layers here, you could. You could add a dresser here if you wanted to. You could add shelves here if you wanted to. There's a lot that you can do depending on what you need a closet for, right? How much stuff do you have when you're moving? I love that they added the same tile surrounding the bathtub that you have in the shower, so it just kind of blends in very nicely. The black and the white are always people's favorite choice. Maybe you hate the black, that's fine. But guess what? Not everybody hates it. There are other homes that they're doing that aren't the black and white, but you can just tell with the features that they're adding into this house that they've thought about the design, they've built this before, and they've listened to the client's needs and wants and what they're looking for in a home. And if you haven't caught on, this is a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 3.5 bath, if you will, under $500,000. And I'll give you the list price in just a second. But before I do, I want to take you outside, show you the privacy fence. Again, you don't always get a privacy fence. You have the covered porch. If you wanted to, let's get some plumbing out here. Let's get you a built-in grill. If not, throw a grill here. You can add a grill. And then the backyard will come with grass. And that's something that a lot of houses don't always come with. You don't always get grass. And don't mind you, it's Lubbock, it's summer. It will be taken care of, the weeds will be pulled. It's Lubbock, it's a new construction neighborhood. It is what it is sometimes. But you can see the space, get a feel for the space, get an idea of exactly what you would be getting in a house like this. So this house is a little over 2,450 square feet. It's actually 2,460 square feet. 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2-car garage, listed at $49,900. And like I said, it's in Frenship Estates, which is off of Milwaukee in 50th Street. Very close to the new Frenship Memorial High School that people want to be. It's not as crazy, I say, as the first Frenship, the Frenship High School. They built 2. Cooper just built their second high school. It's all the rage. The new Frenship High School is all the rage. People want to be where the new is happening. Now, one of the things that I love about this neighborhood is that you're not going to be surrounded by the same exact builder. Is this builder building multiple floor plans in this neighborhood? Yes. Do they all look the same? No. You wouldn't even be able to tell which homes have a similar floor plan than the next, because the exterior is going to be completely different. This is one of the larger homes here in this neighborhood. Like I said, just shy of 2,500 square feet. You'll be able to find homes, a little bit under 400,000, a little bit over 500,000. There's a mix of features, if you will, in each house. This specific builder actually has about 8 different floor plans that they have. So that's a lot. I mean, if you can't find a floor plan that you love, that's okay, because guess what? There's other builders that are building another 8 different floor plans. So there's a ton to choose from. All of the lot sizes are just gonna be under 7,000 square feet, give or take. So they're gonna be a little bit closer together, but that's what happens when you get into new construction in a newer development. I mean, it is what it is, right? Unless you're on an acre. And to wrap it up, like I mentioned, this is only one of 8 floor plans that this builder is offering. There are multiple other builders that are offering other floor plans in this neighborhood. So if this neighborhood or this design of the house appeals to you, I'd love to send you more information about this neighborhood and of the available homes right around 400 to 500,000 here in Northwest Lubbock off of Milwaukee and 50th. And as always, if you have any questions about moving to the Lubbock area or would like to talk about you and your family's move, I'd love to talk with you and see how we can make a smooth transition into the Lubbock area. And until next time, I'll see you around.